Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast but didn't know where to start? Well, Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor is your one-stop shop for podcasting. They have tools that you can edit, add music, all right from your phone or your computer. They'll even distribute your podcast so that it can be heard everywhere like Spotify, Apple, and even on Google. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Good morning, everybody. This is morning coffee.
It's time to pour it, stir it up, and serve it up. This is the Morning Coffee Podcast Show, your unofficial wake-up call. Here to help you live your best life and revolutionize your relationships, faith, inspiration, and love. Start your day the right way with Morning Coffee. Here's your host, Tanisha R. Atkins.
Good morning, everybody. You are tuned into the Morning Coffee Live Show. I'm the host, Tanisha R. Atkins, back with another great episode, Friday edition episode for you today. Well, as you know, Morning Coffee is your unofficial wake-up call on a mission to provoke you to change and spiritual growth so that you can live your best life and revolutionize your relationships. So welcome, good morning. You made it. It is Friday. Yes. We made it. Listen, today we're going to do a recap and we're going to talk a little bit about gossiping and pertains to dysfunction. You know, we are still in the heartbeat of season 4. Well, all season long, our topic has been we're all in this together. So those of you that have been listening every morning, you know that already it's the same theme for throughout season 4. We've been having a pretty good season, if I have to say so myself. What do you guys think about season 4? How do you think it's been going? Send me some feedback. Follow on Twitter. You can hit us up on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Start Your Day Off. So let me know what you've been thinking about the show. I really think that this is a good topic for us to talk about this season, especially now with everything that's going on around us. You know, we are in somewhat of a pandemic, and just 2020, you know, has been a different year. We've talked about that on the show, just how 2020 has been so different. But, you know, we're doing the best we can to make it through. But this is definitely the time where you need to cling closer to your family, your team, whatever team you're a part of. This is the time to come together because, you know, people have been dropping like flies. And what if you get in a big argument and you just argue, and then you never get a chance to make that right? You know, that's going to mess with you if something happens to one of your family members or your coworkers or teammates and y'all arguing over nothing, and then you get the news the next morning that they passed away. You know, we just have to be mindful and don't take each day for granted and don't take each other for granted, right? So today, I want to recap just the week what we've been talking about, being dysfunctional and functional in the organization. We talked about Noah and not Noah. We talked about Abraham and Lot and how they handled their situation when they kind of some rift tried to come between their family. We talked about that. We just talked about the importance of being, you know, there's no I in team, and to hold yourself accountable and stop blaming others when things go down. So, you know, it's always dysfunction trying to creep in, you know, and you have to watch out for that, just like we've been talking about on the show all week long. The enemy, the Bible says that he roams the earth to see whom he can devour. And one sign that you can be devoured is if you're bickering. If you're bickering and arguing and there's a lot of rift going on in your family, you know, he takes that as a sign, yes, it's going to be easy to get them because they already fighting. And all I got to do is just come in and just wrap it on up. And that's really how it works. That's how he destroys our family. He already see we're at each other's throats. He takes it as his perfect opportunity. And so what I want to talk to you today about is just gossiping. Gossiping is something that really can destroy a family. It can destroy a team. Gossiping is just bad business, and the Bible talks about that. It talks about taking control of your mouth. And gossiping kind of goes something like this. You can hear something about someone in your family. Maybe you found out, let's just say they got incarcerated, for something that they did, and you get wind of it. Now you have a choice. You can stop and pray for that person, or you can pick up the phone and start calling all the family members and listen. Some of us are very guilty of that. I'm not going to tell you that I'm not guilty of that or haven't done that before, but honestly, I have been making it a habit not to be the bearer of bad news, all the time. Some things are just not our business to tell. Can we be honest and say that? If someone calls you and confides in you and say, hey, I'm having issues with my husband, maybe he stepped out on me, or maybe he went to jail, I went to jail, whoever, that conversation should not leave that wherever y'all have it, that phone or that room. We really have to, again, take responsibility, because you don't want to be the one spreading gossip. You can even just tell one person, and that could just start a whole, not only will that person not trust you again, but you also get a reputation for being a gossiper. Gossiper, spreading rumors, spreading information. We have to care about that. When people think of you, what do you want them to say? Don't tell her anything because she run her mouth. Or don't tell him nothing because he gonna pick up the phone and call everybody. And honestly, that's how we lose in a lot of our family members, because they feel like they cannot confide in us. They feel like if I open up and tell somebody what I'm going through, they're gonna call around the family and tell people. And it shouldn't be like that. Your family, your friends, your group, whatever you're a part of, should be able to come to you in confidence and confide in you to let you know what's going on with them. And so you have to, again, just focus on the bigger picture. You want to know why the suicide rate and things like that are high. I believe that it's because people feel like they can't talk to people. They feel they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be ridiculed. They don't want their business spread out. They don't want to be looked at as a failure, but we're losing our family members like that. So we have to get the gossip out. And if that's you and you say, ouch, that's me, I'm so guilty, just make a decision today that you're not going to be the bearer of bad news. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, I have a few people like that in my family, and it just bothers me, So as soon as you hear, I never hear from you until something bad is going on. And it's like immediately when I look at my phone, I'm like, something has happened. And sometimes I don't even want to answer, because you never call to tell me good news. And now that person or those people have labels on them. We call them, there comes the bearer of the bad news. And that's probably wrong to judge them like that, but I'm just being honest and telling you, when you do that, you wear that jacket on your back, that's what you're going to get called. So make it a habit of calling around and spreading good news. There's plenty of good things to tell. Call and check on people sometimes to say, hey, how you doing? Is everything okay with you? It's something that I can pray with you about. That's how you earn your family's respect. That's how you earn their trust. And then they'll open up more to you, and that opens up the door for you to talk to them about God. But as Christians, sometimes we're failing in that area with our family because we're running our mouths, and you hear God on the inside of you telling you, close your mouth, don't say nothing. You feel that nudge in you. Those of us that are Christians, you have the Spirit of God in you. You hear God telling you, hey, you probably shouldn't say nothing. But we rolling right past that sign, right past that voice, and just flying off at the mouth. So take responsibility for yourself and take the jacket off and decide that you're not going to be the bearer of bad news. So that's all I got for y'all today. We're going to stay right here in this same topic next week, because we have a lot more to talk about being functional and dysfunctional. And gossip is definitely one of those things that can make your entire family dysfunctional just by spreading one rumor or one lie or one I heard this or one piece of gossip. It can destroy your entire family, because maybe that person wasn't ready to share with everybody yet. Then they came to you because they thought that they could trust you, and you should care. Some of you, I just kind of hear this. Some of y'all saying, well, I don't care. You should care. You should care. We have this, I don't care what people think about me. You may not care what they think about you, but if you call yourself a Christian and you represent God, you should definitely care what they have to say about that. You should care about representing Him better. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a great weekend, and we're going to come back on Monday and we're going to talk some more about this gossip, because I'm not done with this conversation. We have got to change our mind so that we can reel our family in and be together as one. We will conquer the enemy as one man. Well, y'all have a great weekend. Remember to connect with us on social media: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at Morning Coffee Live Show. We're on Twitter. Our handle is Start Your Day Off. Have a great, amazing, over-the-top weekend, and we'll be back next week.
Every day I wake up with purpose, starting my day with faith and inspiration. Wouldn't have it no other way. Live, laugh, love. Let's make the world better. Give somebody a hug. Let's bring the world back together. With morning coffee, let's have morning coffee. Morning coffee. Start your day with faith, inspiration, and love. Start your day with faith, inspiration, and love.